this is a setup for the Guinea. Elsie's coming out to have a look, so I got interrupted. Okay, so this is the setup. They've now got a big bucket of water with two things, because they're big enough and they can fly. But I've just put the perches on it so they can get used to splashing around, and also when they get let out, there'll be big buckets and we'll put sticks in it like that we water horses with and dogs and stuff. I don't want them to get caught in and drown. And then these, don't worry, I did clean them out. That's just a little bit of clay, like dirt, soil that was left after the rain. And I didn't rinse that out completely because I thought it's kind of, and that water will settle and go clear on the top, because that's kind of a natural way to drink. This is after torrential rain yesterday. Their food's in there and they've been kicking it out, but I think it's going to rain again, so they need a big bowl for their food. They can't just rely on getting it from the ground. Now, we've moved their perches up. We've got a whole range of perches up here and then one big one, so I know it's mess with tarp in the background. Big perch going there. The reason it's a mess with tarps all in the background is because they're up against like a kennel that's next to my cabin. I want them to have that extra shelter, and these are the tarps that go over them at night. So I keep them kind of hooked up. You can see that there's a series of, see? So they get hooked on because I don't want them blowing off, and they get tied up all around with a chair even to help anchor it down. And the chair goes on the down slope of it to keep them safe. So this is a little update of them because they'll be out in maybe a couple of weeks. I'm just going to play it by ear. They're so little and there's only 4 of them. If they have to stay in the cage a bit longer, if I'm worried about them, which I am, then they stay in a bit longer. They'll have the rest of their lives to fly free. But they need to be big and brave, and I need to at least see them perching. They need to be perching. They are not really that scared of me. Like I'm talking at the moment and I'm doing something that's a bit different. They come and when I just sit quietly with them, I talk to them, and I don't want them to come to the open cage door because they can all fly out. This door's massive, so this is an extra large dog crate. And we don't let the cats out at all while we've got them so little, because they can stick their heads out of the cat crate, and they just need to be bigger and able to defend themselves. So when I want them to come close to me, I just sit very quietly and I talk to them, and I say, I have like a phrase, I go, hi guys, you know, and I talk to them, and I make the little noise which they're used to. And so that's Jerry. Hello, Jerry just stopped and looked at me when I made that noise. He's got the extra white. That's just, by the way, that's just feathers and twigs on the ground. It's not like a dog poo from now. I just thought I don't want people to think it's disgusting. And I do want to move the cage because of the flies in their poop, but I just like the security and shoulder of it. So that's Jerry there in the back following him. In front of him is Kramer. That's Kramer there. He's the bigger one, and Jerry's behind him. And then that little one there is Elaine. That's. Hang on, just trying to get a fix on them. That's George. There on the left, and Elaine's next to him. So George and Elaine are in the corner. No. That's. Okay, that's Elaine, and George is just behind, next to her there. That's George. That's Jerry. Hang on, yeah, that's Jerry. And Kramer's in the corner, yeah. So it's hard because when I look at them through the camera, it's hard. I lose track of them. I kind of need to look at them in real life, and then it's hard to track them in the camera and identify them. Yeah, because there's not much difference between Elaine and George, and so yeah, they're my babies. I love them so much. They are awesome. I'm really enjoying the time with them because they'll be out and they'll roost in the trees, and they might come and eat from me, but they're not going to really be my pets the way chickens can be, or cats or dogs or horses. You know, they're going to be a bit more flighty. And hi, can you hear the motorbike? See, they're coming over, they're getting closer. I've just got to be really careful I don't let them fly out. I mean, even if one flew out, it would want to come back, but it's just, I don't want to go through that stress. I'll turn it off and I'll sit next to them and just enjoy them.